Hey guys, welcome to this channel or welcome back to this channel. If you're already subscribed, my name is Connie and my subscribers, my 146 subscribers, what? You guys are psycho! Are probably dying to know what I've been doing for a whole month, and I have answers, guys. I know a lot of you guys have approached me, have texted me, or contacted me and asked me if I'm okay, if I got lost on a bus somewhere and never found my way back home. I am okay. Just a lot has happened. A lot has changed since the last time that I put up a video. You guys can't tell just by this angle, but I'm living in a new house and I've got a job, and that's kind of going to be the theme of this video. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little story time of my crazy renters, and I'm not really sure where to start. I guess I'll start at the very beginning. The very beginning, when I first got here, I had been told that all these services were included in the price of the rent, which was going to be 2,500 pesos, which is very inexpensive, guys. Very inexpensive for the area that I was living in. And when I got there, they actually told me it was going to be 500 pesos separate for AC only. It wasn't so much the price that bothered us. It was the fact that they didn't tell us when we had asked for information. And we had a whole month to tell me. So we had separated the house very in advance. And they never mentioned it. And so for us, that was kind of, my parents mostly, that was kind of sus. But I really liked the house, so I was like, you know what, it's okay, like, no worries. The cold months are coming up. I was trying to justify it because I wanted to feel comfortable where I was living. And so, skip ahead. So 2 weeks later, I start seeing, like, I don't know, things are bad with the internet. It was for 5 of us living together, and the modem was for like 6 devices. It was 5 of us, each of us had like 2 devices, and aside from that, we also shared that internet with the apartment behind us. So the amount of money that they were getting from rent from two apartments was enough to at least be able to install another modem for them. Like, come on. It was like one person would log on and it would kick out like 2 other people. I really liked the girls. Like, the girls that I was living in were super great. You know, in fact, I moved out and two of them came to this place too. The girls were not the problem. In fact, because of the girls, we tolerated a lot of things that maybe we could have like put up more of a fight, but we just, you know, we felt comfortable with each other. And it's hard when you live with roommates. Like, it's hard to like clink with your roommates if they're too messy or too noisy or too this, too that, or not enough this, not enough that. But we all were really good in following rules or doing certain things to be respectful to others or keeping others in mind. You know, it was a good vibe. We would also do the cleaning. We would clean the house because if we cleaned the house, the ladies would discount 300 pesos off of our rent. The house was the bottom floor, top floor. In total, it was 3 restrooms, a patio, and a balcony. And then they would want us to like degrease all the cabinets and get up there and polish all the cabinets with the wood and things like that. You know, so it was definitely a 5. Every time we all cleaned, it took us all at least 5 hours to clean. It was a big house, and there's stairs, you broom, you mop, everything. The restrooms, you would scrub the walls. The whole house for 300 pesos, which is $15. And it wasn't so much the money, it was the fact that, one, we like to keep the house clean, and second, I was trying to cut costs for my parents as much as I could. The other girls that would work, they needed to use those 300 pesos for something else. 300 pesos is like, I don't know, it's like enough to buy you even just groceries for just soups and things like that. You can use those 300 pesos elsewhere. One day, the lady texted us that we had forgotten to clean the hallway. And we were like, what hallway? The hallway into the house? The hallway to the balcony? Like, we had to clean those. Nobody said anything because we literally had no clue what she was talking about. 2 weeks later, she said, you guys are not little girls. I don't have to be reminding you guys. Again, you didn't clean the hallway. And we were like, ma'am, we don't know what hallway you're talking about. Can you be more specific? And she tells us that it's the hallway between our house and the neighbor's house. Now here lived 2 pigeons and a little baby, so 3 pigeons. And if anybody knows how messy pigeons are or how hard they are to get rid of, you're gonna understand the struggle I'm gonna explain here. And so this hallway was basically closed off. The hallway was closed off, and in the hallway was full of poop, full of twigs, blood. I don't know, but it was disgusting. And the next person whose turn it was to clean it was, unfortunately for them, me. So I cleaned the house, busted my back cleaning the house. I get to the hallway and I actually try, because the other girls were like, nope, we're not going to do it. In fact, we're not even going to clean anymore. Like, you girls take it if you want. If not, well, they're going to have to find somebody to clean, because the point is, they were paying us, because if we didn't clean, they were going to have to pay somebody much more expensive. And so I clean, and I go into the hallway. I put a mask on because, guys, pigeons have so many diseases, and I'm not even trying to be picky, like, they actually do. And then I wear closed-toed shoes and everything. I tried cleaning it. Everything was stuck. Like, it was stuck to the ground, and they knew that, because that hallway had been closed with a lock. When I got there, that hallway had been locked. Nobody could get to it except the owners. And they opened it, said it had always been part of the cleaning, when they had barely opened it. And it was disgusting. To clean that, somebody would have had to get on the floor and scrub that baby. And no, it just no. And I was very upset, and I told them, look, you barely added this. You know, I didn't tell them with this attitude. I try to be as respectful as possible, but long story short, I was like, I can't clean this, and you guys are making other girls not want to clean at all. It's disgusting. Like, pigeons transmit a ton of diseases. My mom wouldn't make me do this, even if it was for a punishment. Like, no, there was a lot of points that I touched. Very respectfully, I directed myself to them. Very direct as well. But I was trying to be civil. And they were like, you're so brave for being here without your family, alone, blah, blah, blah. We're going to go ahead and send somebody so they can clean it, and then you guys can do maintenance. And we were like, fine. Like, a week after that, the gas goes out because the women had forgot to pay the gas. The owners had forgot to pay the gas. And so we were left without gas to cook and, like, you know, to have warm water, things like that, for 4 days. I put it into perspective, and I'm like, wow, imagine the people that don't have the financial stability to always afford gas and things like that. It's difficult. And having gone through that, I do feel very privileged, because go 4 days without gas, guys, and you go hungry. If you don't have money to buy food, which thank God I'm blessed to have that, to be able to do that, you would go hungry. You can't cook unless you eat tuna every day, which I didn't even have to eat tuna every day. It was ridiculous. And they said, we're gonna discount 300 pesos off your rent so you guys can use that money to cook. But 4 days and each meal is at least 50 to 60 pesos. You know, it's even more. If that's it, 60 is like an order of tacos on the street. It wasn't enough money. So by this, I was like, I don't know, I was kind of iffy. Like, man, there's a lot of things going on. We got a letter from the CFE, which is like electricity, saying that the women had a debt, that if they didn't pay it, they were gonna cut the electricity out in like a couple of days. And yeah, it was just a lot of things that were going on, and I was like, why am I here? You know, like, the girls are really nice, but I can make friends anywhere, or maybe not, but like, I don't feel good anymore here. And so I told my parents about it. I told them that I just no longer felt comfortable, that I had seen an apartment, which is this one, and I was gonna go look at it. And they were like, Connie, maybe you're just, I don't know, maybe you're just thinking it too fast, like, why don't you wait? And I'm super stubborn, and I feel like it's a good thing sometimes, like now, when I was like, no, I just don't feel comfortable anymore. I came and I looked at the apartment. It was really nice. The only but to it was that it's a mixed house, so girls and guys, but the guys here aren't going to be here until like January, so that buys me a lot of time to sketch it out and see how it's going to work. And so 2 of us together came to the top, and it's just us 2 for now here. Okay, so yes, we were like, you know what, we're moving out, ma'ams, because there's 2 of them. We're moving out. We're giving you guys your 1 week notice. And so we signed the contract here, and it was basically like a week was gonna go by, and then we were gonna get our things and come. But like 2 days after I told them, let me backtrack a little bit. like a week before we told them, before I decided to move out, I had gotten the job. The day that I got my job and was gonna go pick up my equipment because I'm working from home, one of the owners called me and she was like, "Are you home? Can you open up?" And I was like, "I'm not. I got a job and I'm picking up my equipment because I'm gonna be working from home." And she was like, "Wow, that's so awesome! Yay! How great!" And I was like, "Great." So back to the story. We told them we were moving out. 2 days later, they come to the house and they start making a ton of noise, doing some crazy construction, like the woman and her ex-husband who maintains the house or whatever. They start doing a ton of construction, and I was in meetings and things like that for work, and so I was like, fine, whatever, it doesn't matter, fine. But it lasted hours, and then it finally came time for me to make a call with a client, and we were in training at this time. So like everybody's watching, your supervisors are watching you, your coworkers are there, we're on a Zoom meeting, you know, on the side, and then on the other screen everybody's monitoring your call. And so I'm on the call and I put the customer on hold because they start drilling, and I was like, by this time the owner starts walking up the stairs and I'm like, can you guys please be a little quiet? I'm almost done. I just have to finish this call. Can you just like for like 5 minutes hold off on the drilling? I'm about to finish. And she was like, what? And I was like, if you guys could just be a little bit more quiet. You know, keep in mind my supervisors are hearing me. I can put on hold the woman, but I can't put on hold my supervisors. And she was like, I'm not even talking to you. And I was like, oh my God. So the customer hangs up, and then the supervisors are like, okay, that was awkward. You know, like, let's talk about something else. We go on break. I come back, and the owner comes out of like where the drilling was going on, and she was like, I just talked to the other owner and she said that you didn't ask her permission to set up this equipment. Who did you talk to set up this equipment? And I was like, well, I'm renting here. This is part of the living space, so I didn't need to ask. And she was like, well, it's super uncomfortable hearing you. It's uncomfortable, and not just for me, for the girls. And she was like, we're gonna set up here, we're gonna be moving a couple of things where you are, so I need you to move. And I was like, well, okay, would it be better if like I go to the kitchen? And she was like, you can't work in your room? And I was like, no, because I have to be connected to the modem. And she was like, and I was like, not a problem, because they were watching me. My coworkers, everybody was there while she's telling me these things and kicking me out. And I was like, okay, sure. I grab all my things and I wanted to cry. I disconnect everything. I tell him, I'll be right back. Please excuse the interruption. I'll be right back. And then I get all my things and I go. I set everything down on my floor. I take the wireless modem from the kitchen. I put it in my room. You know, and my roommates were super upset. They were very upset that she had done that to me, because we all backed each other up, and I don't know, it was such an ugly thing to do. Like, I don't know if anybody's ever even been kicked out of like their own kitchen or something like that. It's ugly. It feels ugly, and the embarrassment that I had was super, I don't know, it was crazy. And so I told my parents, look, I'm not staying here another day. I called the owner of this place and I was like, I know we had signed the contract. I know I had said we were going to move in a week, but can you please accept me tonight or in the morning? They were like, yes, not a problem. The next morning I got here. I explained to them what had happened. They were like, oh my God, that's terrible. My mom had decided to go ahead and talk to the women. She had never talked to them before, the previous renters. It had always been me directing myself to them, but we were scared that she wasn't gonna give me the deposit. So she went ahead and called them, and basically how it went down is that they were trying everything in their possibilities to make me seem like a liar. They had told my mom, like, did you know, oh, like, why is Connie moving out today? And they were like, oh, because this happened to her at work. They said that she couldn't work in her house, and if she can't work, well, that's a priority for her. And they were like, well, did you know she had told us that she was going to move out on Saturday? Did you know that she had already planned to move out? And my mom was like, yes, she had told me. I was the one that told her. Obviously not, but you know. And then she also told me that there was no gas, blah, blah, blah. That was with one of the owners. When she finally called the other owner, which was the actual owner, the lady was crazy. Like, she was screaming and like no, it's because Connie this and Connie that. And my mom was like, I'm not here to argue with you. I'm just here to let you know that my daughter's moving out and we're gonna send you the bank information, you know. No, it's because Connie is so rude, and Connie is so demanding. She doesn't ask for things, she demands them. And we have never had to put up with anybody the way we put up with Connie. And we were doing her a favor by setting the room apart. And my mom was like, no, it wasn't a favor. We were paying for that room. And no, Connie, she leaves the air on 24/7. The AC, she leaves it on all day long, and it wastes so much gas. And my mom was like, well, she's paying for that service. Which, by the way, I would not leave it 24/7. I don't use the AC when I sleep because it gives me nose congestion. But I didn't have to explain that to anyone because I was in fact paying for that service, you know. And here the girls steal the soap, and my mom was like, nope, Connie has all her soaps in a big basket. She has enough soap for a whole year. Oh, but Connie this, and you know, like, they were just trying to do anything and say anything to make me look back. And they didn't count on the fact that I tell my mom everything, you know. And my mom knows me left and right. My mom, well, she put up with me for 18 years. There was nothing that the lady could have said that my mom didn't already know, and they weren't counting on the fact that I tell them everything, because I do. And she even said that I had told her when she went up the stairs that I had said, shut up, please shut up, you're making too much noise, just shut up. That I had literally flat out just told her to shut up, which is not true. And I have like all of my coworkers and my bosses and everybody to back me up, because they were all on the phone with me. And there's a lot you could say about me. You could say that I am, I don't know, self-centered. You could say that I'm dramatic, I'm loud, that I am bossy even, but never ever could anyone ever say that I'm disrespectful. And so I moved here, and I really like it here. The owner is super duper nice. She's like an actual marshmallow of a lady. You know, she comes and she gardens. Another thing, over there in the other house, they would walk in whenever they wanted. Walk in with their sons, you know, and we were like in little shorts and things like that. The workers, like the construction workers were coming, they wouldn't even give notice. They would just show up, and we were all like, dude, this is an invasion of privacy. You know, you're paying for internet and we weren't getting internet. You're paying for gas, we got left 4 days without gas. Electricity, like 3 days ago, they cut off the electricity from the fine that they had noticed. And I'm like, imagine if I had been there still putting up with this. Like, there I would have been not being able to connect or work and anything. Like, just a lot of things that we just weren't getting that we should have been getting, because they're just basic living like things. Yes, I started work, and so I work in a call center, and I sell internet to the US. Ironic, no? But I actually really like my job because it's a lot of talking. I am great at talking. I talk to my customers whenever they're in a good mood and not fighting over the prices with me. It's been an experience. I've only been working for about 3 to 4 weeks, and I've been assaulted over the phone. I have gotten yelled at. I have said I am beep beep beep. But it's really, like, for me, it's pretty great. And my coworkers are really funny. My supervisors are super, like, good. And I want to say I'm a good seller, like, statistically, based on my numbers. I'm a pretty good seller. So, I don't know. I'm pretty excited. And I'm living in an area that's much closer to the city. It's a good neighborhood. There's a lot of dogs here. That's a thing, too. But, yeah, everything's good. I definitely feel like I'm in a different headspace. It was 3 of us that moved, you know? So, obviously the women were upset because they lost 3 people, but that's not our fault, because they were the ones that were just not up to par with how it should have been. But I want to go ahead and give you guys a house tour. Okay guys, so this is my room. It's a little messy, but it's super nice. It's super roomy. And we do have a patio, or a balcony. We also have a patio, but the balcony is super nice. We've got a little bit of rainy weather today, and that's great. Here is my other roommate's room. And this is our living room. That's my home office. Isn't it cute? I take calls here. Oh, this is my headset. How nice. We've got the restrooms. There's 2 of them. Here's one, and then the other one's over there. And they all look exactly the same. And then our kitchen. I just had breakfast. And yeah, it's actually super big and super fresh because there's windows everywhere. What do you guys think? Cute, right? I do want to let you guys know that I did film a video. Like, I wasn't like just absent. I filmed a video like a week ago or 2. I just didn't like it and I didn't upload it because what it was is it was me going up a trail. I was supposed to get, it was like, it's a trail and then on top you hike and there's a waterfall, but the hiking part was closed, so it was just a 5-minute video of me walking a trail and I didn't feel like that was worthy for you guys, so I just didn't upload it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this story time, and thank you guys so much for checking up on me. A lot of you guys did check up on me, make sure I was okay. I love you guys for that. And that's it. I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.